The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in to another segment of the world-famous Quality of Life radio show, and it is another wet and extraordinary and humid Tuesday morning here in South Florida. It's June 27th, and my name is Gary Owen. I'm the president of Owen Insurance Group and the host, your lovely, handsome, hairy host of the Quality of Life radio show.
And I'm your clean-cut, smooth co-host. Smooth as a baby's butt. Yeah, I haven't touched a baby butt because my children are all grown up. It's been a very long time, but my name is Tom Bouvier. I'm the co-host.
All right, and hopefully you're tuning in either on Facebook Live. If you're tuning in on the radio, you probably have us dialed at WSTU 1450 AM and or WPSL 1590 AM. And we certainly appreciate those of you who are tuning in what was it, Tom, over 47 countries that are tuning in. I'm not sure why, but welcome nonetheless.
The word is out, Gary. We're worldwide,
we gotta
famous.
Go worldwide and then come back to nationwide. I guess we've gone worldwide first before we've done nationwide.
Well, it's better than being internationally unknown and locally ignored. So,
here, I would agree with that. So anyway, we're bringing you a great segment today. Today we're going to talk a little bit about your retirement, right? Because June is Annuity Awareness Month, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Fixed indexed annuities versus CDs, what makes sense, some tips to look out for, and so forth. Tom, we're here, every single Tuesday morning.
Absolutely. But we love it. We love to bring relevant information, relevant content to our listeners. And this is information that you can really use. Though we try to have fun and joke around a little bit, we're very serious about what our topics today because it is Annuity Awareness Month, and this is the last Tuesday in June. So we wanted to emphasize that. So this is relevant content. We call it the no plop zone. We're going to give you good old-fashioned straight talk information that you can really use. We try to make the complex very simple because the motto at Owen Insurance Group is to simplify insurance planning so that you can live the stress-free life that you deserve. So as Gary said, thank you for listening in, and please don't touch that dial for the next half hour.
Well, actually, it's going to go pretty quick, and so we're going to get right to it. But before we do, I want to give the quote of the day today, which is really powerful. I think about this. This is really about what we do in our lives every day. What we do today, right now, will have an accumulated effect on all of our tomorrows. I guess it has to do with investing too, Tom.
I don't know if you planned it that way, but you came up with a perfect quote.
Love it.
The information they're going to hear, if they act upon it, it can absolutely affect their tomorrow in a great way.
So, Tom, Albert Einstein gave us an eighth wonder of the world.
He was pretty smart.
He was a smart.
I didn't really know. He gave it the eighth wonder.
Dude.
Was it a big statue or?
Well, what do you think it was?
I actually don't know.
So Albert Einstein said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. You knew that.
Well, I didn't know that, but I just wanted it to sound good for the radio show.
And also, what else did he say? He said compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. The most powerful force in the universe. And then Ben Franklin. I like what Ben Franklin said.
I love old Ben.
Money, money, money. It's all about the money. So he said, money makes money. And the money that makes money makes money.
He should know. He was America's first self-made millionaire.
Yes, and he knew firsthand what compound interest was all about. And that's what we're going to talk to you a little bit about today. Because annuities, fixed indexed annuities or fixed annuities, It's all about compound interest. And now, and I don't know if you know the number, Tom, but Americans have invested over how many trillions of dollars in annuities, do you think?
Well, I read the notes.
Three, that's right.
$3 trillion.
$3 trillion in annuities. I mean, so when you hear people or you hear the naysayers say, don't invest in annuities. Well, there's a reason why they're trying to scare you. Maybe they want AUM, assets under management, or they can charge you 1.5% of your total portfolio. But anyway, annuities make sense for most people, right? I mean, just like Medicare or any other life or health insurance plan, there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. And there are tons of carriers out there that offer annuities. I mean, I've only written maybe 30 down, like Allianz, Prudential, New York Life, Lincoln Financial Group, F&G, Athene, who I have my annuity with is Athene. I think you have National Life
I have
Group
National Life.
For your annuity. Nationwide, North American, Sentinel, Pac
Silac.
Life, I mean, Securian, Global. I mean, there's tons of them. Who do you choose? How do you choose them, right? So it's up to us to be diligent and do the heavy lifting for you on your behalf. This is what we do for you. So you come to us and say, Gary, I have 100,000, I have $500,000, I've got $250,000, I've got $1 million of my portfolio to invest in an annuity. I want you to find us the best annuity. So then we ask you, okay, what is the annuity for? Is it for simply for growth, or are you looking at an annuity for income? And do you have long-term care? So if not, maybe we need to find you an annuity that has a long-term care component to it that doubles the income when you cannot meet 2 of the 6 activities of daily living. So real quick, let's kind of talk about, we'll talk about a SPIA real quick, Tom, and a fixed annuity versus a CD. So, you know, you hear DIAs and SPIAs and FIAs. I mean, just like the insurance industry. They're MIGAs or so much. So a FIA, FIA is a fixed indexed annuity. An FA is a fixed annuity. A SPIA is a single premium income annuity, and a DIA is a deferred income annuity. MIGA is a multi-year guaranteed annuity. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about MIGAs real quick because those are those fixed annuities. So does it make sense to have a CD or a fixed annuity or a money market account or a savings account? Just to give you an idea, as of June 1, 2023, I just went with a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, and 5-year rate of a fixed indexed of a fixed annuity. And so if you just did a 2-year, we're talking 4.4%. 3-year is 4.9. A 4-year is 5.2, and a 5-year fixed annuity is 5.5%. The best rate out there is 5.5% for a 5-year annuity. So when does it make sense to go with a CD versus a fixed annuity, Tom? So I think I have a printout that we can go by with a fixed annuity versus a CD. Now, we know that fixed annuities are sold by insurance carriers. A CD, you go to your bank. And Tom, what can they invest in a CD versus an annuity?
In a CD, well, certainly with an annuity, you can invest in different indexes, correct? Stock.
Well, but these are fixed annuities, though, so your basic MIGAs. Mm-hmm. So what are the amounts that they can invest in?
Oh, the amounts. I apologize. So anywhere from $2,500 up to $3 million.
Yep.
And if I may add quickly on that, how much you can invest, there are some annuities in which you can make flexible premiums. So,
yeah.
For example, I have one where I contribute each month, just like an IRA, but now it's going into a fixed annuity, and at some time when I turn on the faucet, it will start paying out guaranteed income for life.
That's right.
Okay, so virtually any amount with a CD.
And then on a fixed annuity, your investment terms range and vary anywhere from 1 to 10 years, and on a CD, it's a lot less. Your terms vary from 3 months to about 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, and so the interest rates, that's where Benjamin Frank's talking about the money making money, the interest, how much you're going to receive back. It can vary by your investment type for a fixed annuity, but typically it is higher than a CD rate. The CDs, of course, vary by investment terms and size, but typically lower than fixed index annuities.
And we'll talk about something that we all love, taxes. Who doesn't love to pay taxes? Come on. I don't know of anybody who likes to pay taxes.
No.
So taxes on interest. So when we're talking about a fixed annuity versus a CD. So if you have a fixed annuity, taxes on those interest gained are deferred until the money is withdrawn. So if you're in a 5-year annuity, then you're not going to have to pay any taxes on that until it's withdrawn. And then on a CD, that tax has to be paid on the gain every single year.
That's what I don't like.
I pay it every
love
single
that
year,
aspect
man.
of an annuity.
Yes, indeed. You better believe it. It helps that to grow, right? I mean, you grow exponentially when you have a
it's that
MIGA.
triple effect, right?
Yeah.
You're gaining on the principal, you're gaining on the interest, and
right.
you're not going to have to be taxed on it until you withdraw it. And typically that's at an older age when you're not bringing in the income and your taxes are lower.
Well, speaking of withdrawing, can you withdraw money from a CD or from a MIGA, fixed annuity?
Different. It depends on your term. It depends on the rules, and it depends on your what you have in that particular plan. But typically, a portion of the account balance will be available on a fixed annuity annually, but a 10% IRS penalty is imposed for withdrawals before age 59 and a half.
So if you're over 59 and a half and you want to withdraw, let's say you have $100,000 in that annuity, after year one, typically, you can withdraw up to 10% a year, penalty free. Tom, can they do that on a CD?
No, absolutely
Well,
not.
that's just holding hostage my money.
Yeah, it is hostage. I mean, typically there is no free access to the account balance.
Dear
So
Lord.
if you put that money in for X number of years, there's no touching it for X number of years.
I think that might be the way to go, Tom, going with a fixed annuity, multi-year guaranteed annuity. That's great. And then beneficiaries, how does that paid? So if you have a CD, the people that have a CD and they die, how does that get paid to the family?
Well, with the CD, generally through probate.
Oh,
Probate
that's
process,
not good.
the legal, I mean.
Well, what about a fixed annuity then? Is there a probate?
Well, no, there's no probate.
Oh,
it
sounds
avoids
even
probate.
better.
Absolutely.
So-
An asset is passed directly to
like it.
beneficiary without going through the probate process, which is the legal will process.
All right, so I think Tom and I made a case for a fixed annuity. So we're not even talking about a fixed indexed annuity yet. We're just talking about a basic fixed annuity where if you want a 3-year, 4-year, 5-year annuity, you're not tying it up like you are on some other products, and you have access to your money. So I like that, and it's tax deferred until the term is over and you start withdrawing money out. So we like that. We like fixed annuities.
And you can get information free. Just give us a call at Owen Insurance
Yes.
Group. That phone number is 772-210-1020.
All right, so we're gonna real quick. Before we get to the battle of the sexes. I'm sorry, the battle for best annuities. I'm on the wrong show for 2023. I want to. There are key ages. So I don't care if you're 50 or 70. This is going to be for you. I don't care if you're 30. I talked to somebody yesterday about financial planning, and I said, "My God, Tom, if I could be myself now at age 56, go into the past when I was 30, and say and slap me around a little bit and say, listen, you." Shake me a little bit. You need to start saving money for your retirement instead of blowing it on BS. Oh my God, would my life be different today?
It sure would.
And I think most lives would be different today if we had somebody to wake us up and realize the importance of investing. You can't be too young to invest. I don't care what age you are. But if you're at age 50, then we're talking about key decision points when it comes to thinking about retirement. So at age 50, many retirement saving plans offer a catch-up provision allowing you to save additional money for retirement. So that's a great thing. Whether you have an IRA or a 401k, you have catch-up that you can do that on those types of accounts. At age 59 and a half, as Tom and I just suggested to you, when money received from your tax-deferred retirement savings is no longer subject to the 10% penalty tax. However, pre-tax contributions and tax-deferred earnings are subject to income taxation. At age 62, that's the earliest age to receive Social Security. Again, there's a big discussion. I was on a Social Security thread on social media one time, and oh my God, the discussions about Social Security. When should you take it? Should you take it at 62? A lot of people said, yeah, I want to take it at 62 because I want my money right away. Well, you take a 25% hit, a lifetime hit on your income if you do take it at 62. But again, everyone's different. Right?
And if you're still working or trying to bring in income, you have caps, and
right.
all that money you're getting in Social Security could be taken away or penalized by the income you bring in from a job. So. Again, we can help you with Social Security planning as well. Give us a call, 772-210-1020.
And age 65, that's when Medicare benefits become available. So, as Tom said, if you're still working, maybe you want to stay on your group plan, or maybe it might be better for you to get off that group plan, enroll in Medicare A and B, and take a Medicare supplement plan or a Medicare Advantage plan. But typically, Tom and I will sit down with you, do a cost-benefit analysis, and determine what is in your best interest, whether to stay on the retiree plan or stay on the group plan, or to take original Medicare with a supplement and so forth. So we can help you with those decisions. And listen, Medicare is convoluted, it's confusing, and there are a lot of nefarious companies and entities out there trying to get you to enroll with them so they can take money from you and take your Medicare and your Social Security information, and God knows what happens after that. So be very cognizant and prudent on who you do business with. And I always say, do business with a local business, do business with a company that's been around a long time. And for us, we've been here on the Treasure Coast for 38 years. So would you rather do business with a company like us or someone who's been in business for a year?
Us.
Or someone maybe who's out of state, right? So anyway, and age 65 through 67, depending on your birth year, that's when full Social Security retirement benefits are available. So right now in 2023, for those of you that are born in 1958, your full retirement age is 66 and 8 months to receive your full retirement benefits, FRA, right? Full retirement age. And at age 70, Social Security retirement benefits are maximized and no additional credit is given for delaying receipt of benefit payments. So anyway, those are your key ages and decision points during retirement that I thought would be prudent for you to know. So, Tom,
Yeah.
let me see. How much time do we have left, Iggy? Where are we at on our 8 minutes? I'm going to say, if we had 3 minutes, we're not going to have time to go through this.
No.
Okay, 8 reasons why Americans have invested over $3 trillion in annuities. Number 1, Tom, it's because of what?
Safety.
Who doesn't love safety?
Absolutely. You put $1 in, you're going to keep $1. If the stock market tanks or your particular stocks that you're high on tanks, you're not going to lose.
You still keep your $1.
You keep your $1.
I love it.
And there you go. You won't lose your money.
Number 2 is guaranteed income for life. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
For life? Wait a minute. How is that possible? So if you're saying I put in $100,000 and over a set period of time, I went through that $100,000 with my monthly income checks, and now there's zero in the account balance. You're telling me that the company is still going to pay me that same monthly amount that they paid me for the last 15, 20 years, 30 years.
If you have set it up for guaranteed income for life,
Isn't that
absolutely.
beautiful? Income for life.
It's just like Social Security.
Yes.
I mean, as long as it's there, it's going to keep paying you until, if you're 120 years old, you'll still be getting that Social Security benefit check.
All right. Number 3, Tom.
So you will get a reasonable return. Traditionally, fixed annuities provide a very safe alternative. and typically does better than much bank CDs and savings account. Some uncapped index annuities have earned from 7% to 17% in recent years. You can earn a portion of market upside without risking your principal. That's what I like about it, because you can participate in the growth of the market, but you're protected if it goes south.
Yep.
So there you
and
go.
earlier you mentioned triple compounding. So
Triple,
that's where number 4 comes in. It's tax-deferred growth. So annuities offer triple compounding on your interest. You can earn interest on the principal, interest on your interest, and interest on the money normally lost to taxes. So that is triple compounding with these annuities.
Boy, Albert Einstein would be excited to hear this.
This is sounding sexier by the minute.
Yeah, he really discovered and brought forth a great concept of compound interest. Number 6, you can leave a legacy. You can leave a lovely person in your life, a monthly, quarterly, or annual check. And this can be especially beneficial if you think that they might blow it as soon as they get it. You die and they get $100,000 laid on them. A year later, it's gone. However, with an annuity, you can set it up where they're going to get, $1,500, $2,000 a year.
That's a nice legacy.
It is a nice legacy.
Wow.
Every month a check comes in from
That's awesome.
from my parent, my father, or whoever.
Long-term care benefits. So some annuities offer 200 to 300% of your initial deposit in long-term care benefits with an optional rider. There is no cost, and everyone qualifies regardless of health. So we know that we deal with a lot of clients that are looking to possibly buy a long-term care insurance policy. 2 things get in the way. Number 1, their age, and number 2, their health. So it becomes very cost prohibitive, number 1. Number 2, if they can't qualify, then you're out of luck. So this is where a long-term care rider on an annuity makes a lot of sense. And Tom, number 7.
No fees. We love that. Absolutely.
It's kind of like an insurance group.
That's right.
This is the no-fee zone.
The no-fee zone.
No plop zone, no fee zone.
That's right. You're not going to be paying to have that annuity building money for you. Many fixed, index, and income annuities have no fees whatsoever.
And here's what I really like. Number 8. This is beautiful. It's music to my ears. Who doesn't like to get a bonus, right? So some annuities do offer upfront bonuses on deposits up to 10%. So for example, my annuity carrier that I had, Athene, I put, let's say I didn't put 100, I put more than 100 in it, but let's say you have $100,000 and you're going to get a $10,000 bonus by doing that with certain annuity carriers. So that is really unique. Does your CD do that?
Heck no.
Oh, man, that's a shame. That's too bad, CDs.
My CD had me crying the blues.
So we believe that it makes a lot of sense to invest your money wisely. And one of those ways to do that, there are many components to investing your money, right? You should never put all your money into one pot. Have multiple pots. But, and again, remember that there are many types of annuities, and some are designed for growth, and some are designed for income. So again, everybody's situation is different depending on where you're at. Rates do vary considerably. The top 5-year fixed annuity is paying 220% more interest than the bottom annuity carrier in our database. So
it's a big difference.
My goodness, man. I mean, it is absolutely insane. The money that you can do. And like you said earlier, Tom, the stock market plunges. Guess what happens to that annuity that you have invested in, that fixed index annuity? Nothing. It stays the same. And so obviously, when the stock market goes up, you're not going to participate in 100% of that increase. So there are such things as caps and participation rates. And again, every carrier is different in what they provide. So let's say that you have one carrier, and let's say that the stock market goes up for the year 30%. Well, because the carrier is protecting you from the downside, so you have no downside risk of your annuity, so that's protected. So when there's upside, they're going to also take care of themselves because they took care of you on the downside risk. So meaning that there could be a cap instead of going 30%, maybe the cap is 50%. Maybe instead of getting 30, you're getting 15%. And there's a participation rate behind that. The participation rate with a par rate could be 75%, could be 100%, some could be 125%. So again, these are the things that Tom and I will do. We'll go to work on your behalf. We go to work for you to find you the most suitable, whether it's a Medicare plan, life insurance plan, or an annuity that makes the most sense for you. So again, we'll do the heavy lifting. We do the work for you.
Absolutely.
Tom, who should they call?
Owen Insurance Group, 772-210-1020.
And that's 772-210-1020. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. And you can also go to our website at oweninsurancegroup.com. And remember, just like Medicare insurance companies, annuity companies there's not a one-size-fits-all, and they're all unique and different based on company rates, financial strength, benefits, and fees. So again, give us a call here at Owen Insurance Group, 772-210-1020. I've been informed that we are at the end of our show already. It seems like 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. But anyway, stay tuned, because coming up next is a Brian Kilmeade show. We truly thank you for joining us today. Please share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors. And remember, Treasure Coast, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.